Hey, you guys, welcome back. Tonight, we are going to talk about losing a parent. I don't have no intro. I'm just going to go straight into it. That is the subject tonight. Many of you all know that I lost my mom back in October of 2016. October 2nd, 2016 is when I lost my mom. She was 49 years old. So, very young. And of course, if you've been there, you know exactly where I'm coming from. If you haven't been there, then this will be kind of an insider for you to see, coming from a person who has lost a parent, being that is my mom. So my mom wasn't quote unquote sick. I would like to say she pretty much passed away from a freak accident. And I won't go into details, but at the time, prior to my mom passing, I had just filed for divorce from my ex-husband now. So I had a lot going on. I was taking care of 3 small children. And my mom was in the hospital. Then they moved her from the hospital to being in a rehabilitation center. So, being that I didn't want to see my mom like that, my visits with her were very short and sweet. I did not like seeing my mom in the hospital. Everybody knew, especially my dad, what and how that made me feel. So they kind of kept me out of the loop of things, because they knew that me and my mom were thick as thieves. So they didn't tell me everything that was going on until afterwards. So let me try to speed this up. So yeah, she was in the rehabilitation center. I was going to go visit her, but my visits to her were kind of in and out. I didn't want to see her like that. That was difficult for me. And like I said, at the time, I was going through a little rough patch. So that kind of also played a part in me not seeing my mom as much, because I didn't want her to see me like down, because of course moms know everything. They can tell when you're down. So I didn't want her to see me like down, and then she asked me, well, what's going on, because I didn't tell her that I had filed for a divorce. So I was kind of hiding from her, to say the least. So, like I said, my visits with her were very short and sweet. So I guess that will bring me to the gist of this video and why I'm doing it. Losing a parent is not easy, of course. It's not easy. So I don't even have to elaborate on that, because that's just what it is. Losing a parent is not easy. And this past week, I have been really missing my girl, like really missing her. So that's why I decided to do this video for this week, because I really want to point out the importance of your parents and the part that they play in your lives. And being that we are getting older, our parents, of course, are getting older. Again, my mom was 49. That's very young. So I kind of am appreciative, because I believe that's how it's supposed to happen. You know, you're supposed to bury your parents. Your parents are not supposed to bury their children. So I'm appreciative that I was able to, you know, bury my mom, but I felt like, you know, she left too soon. Yeah, so we have to spend as much time as we can with them. Because life indeed is short. We don't know when they're going to leave this earth. I thought I was going to have my mom forever. And of course, that wasn't God's plan. And I still struggle to this day with why his plan wasn't for me to have my mom just a tad bit longer. So, while your parents are here, you need to spend as much time with them as possible. Be there for them. Be there for them. You only get one set of parents, a mom, a dad. I get that a lot of people's upbringing is difficult, and you may not have had the best upbringing. You may not have had the best childhood. You may not have had the best relationship with your parents growing up. I didn't have the worst relationship. And I didn't have the best. It was, you know, in the middle. I do wish that I could have spent more time. And you don't realize it until it's too late. So, if you are at odds with your mom, with your dad, heck, any one of your family members, I would say, go make it right. Because we don't know. We never know. There's no insight of when. Even a person who has cancer, doctor may say, oh, well, they have X amount of days, figurative date, a tentative date, but we don't know. So you have to maximize the moments that you have with your parents, with your siblings, with any of your family. Make it right. Make it right. I don't see how people can go through life and want to hold grudges. Listen, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Because the shoulda, coulda, wouldas they don't matter after they're gone. And if you have shoulda, coulda, wouldas, you know how bad that will affect you after someone is gone and you didn't make it right. That hurts. That hurts to the core. And it takes a lot of prayer. A lot of prayer to even feel a little bit better. I do. I'm human. I have regrets of not seeing my mom as much as I should have while she was here. I took it for granted. I just knew she was going to come home from the rehab center and we was going to be able to have our talks. She was going to be around her grandkids more. And I was going to have her for a very long time. My mom was supposed to come home on that Thursday. She ended up passing on the Sunday before. I'm sorry. So, if you have a parent, and this is just about parents, but if you have any type of family member or sibling, of course siblings, make it right. Because you just never know. And then it's too late. And then you have to kind of talk to them in spirit. Hope that they hear you. Go see them. It's not really a good feeling. So maximize the time that you have with your loved ones. Period. So, if anything, I would say this is about losing a parent, but it's also about reconciling with whomever. But your parents brought you into this world. And I don't care what differences you may have. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You don't get that time back. You won't get that time back. And trust me when I say you will be wanting and regretting the times that you didn't take advantage of spending with them. I just wish my mom was still here so she can see the progress, so she can see the changes that I've made, so she can see what I'm doing. Because she was like my biggest cheerleader. She always said I can do anything. And I always said that I was going to be great. I was her special child. So, everything that I'm doing now is so she can really be smiling on me and saying, "You doing it, Alex. You're doing it." So, just make it right with your parents. Make it right with your family. Make it right with your loved ones. Make it right with your friends. Those come very few. So that is the video tonight. I purposely waited to do this because I've been so emotional this week and I didn't want to do this on camera at all, but that's what it is. Go make it right. Till next time. See y'all later, okay?